This knight on b3 is quite far from everything. So now if white could very quickly bring it to the game, that also changes something. Yeah, for sure. I think white has to capture with a pawn. Unless they don't capture at all. I'm not sure if there's some way of sacrificing. Maybe you can do something interesting, but I don't see what. So you have to take. I don't think we want to take with the bishop because giving up a bishop and exchanging pieces is in black's favor, unless white is doesn't want to create this e5 pawn, but then still this endgame has to favor black. It's even bishop f6 and the c pawn. It's not good. It's not good for white. The knight is quite poorly placed as well. Hello, Pizza Racer. How are you? Happy YouTube. What a lovely thing to say. f5, you mean immediately? f5 instead of taking. Okay. Let's see. That sometimes can be idea, but what if black simply takes? If black takes and we capture back with a rook, perhaps. I'm not sure. I just want to be greedy with black and hold the pawn with the f6 move, you know? And then it does look a bit scary on the light squares here around the king. But black has an extra pawn, so it could work. It could work for black. Again, this knight is very far. Even maybe rook d8 simply, and if rook moves away to attack the h7 pawn, we have even knight f8, and all this is very solid. So I think if black manages to set up with f6, this pawn on e5 is very important. So we have now also f takes e5 on the board. And let's... I mean, this is very common, you know, this is a very common type of position in the Sicilian where black has pressure against the pawn, but white has pressure against the king. And I would expect Pia Kramling to be comfortable here, because if you know how to defend well, if you aren't afraid of the attacks, then the structure could decide. The structure could decide the outcome of the game. I think, you know, we spent quite a bit of time on this one. Maybe we should take a look at some other game. At some other game in the meantime. Let's go back to senior 50 plus section. Opa! Huge development on board 1. We have